And those are just some of the benefits. There's a lot more benefit to taking in the green smoothies on a daily basis, especially depending on the amount that you take in, than I've listed here. But these are the most common benefits that most people experience when they're on it, okay? Now, here are some of the results. So this is before, and I put the number of days that they were on here on the smooth green smoothie cleanse for some of them. Like this one, this person was on for 9 days. I think she did a total of 10 days. She did a total of 10 days. And the one spinning here did a total of 10 days. And she did 2 bouts of 10 days. Okay, so you can definitely get results, truly, in a short period of time. So, now, when I said this is everything green smoothie, that's because I am answering all the big, questions here that I get most often in my, on my fan page, in my group. I get inboxed in the group, and we get emails from people that are interested in the class. So these are the people who have questions. If you've got questions, we've got answers. And if we don't know the answers, trust and believe me, I will find the answer for you. But what I want to do is answer some of the most common questions. I want to get some of the preconceived ideas out of the way. I want to give you some base knowledge to encourage you to start on a green smoothie journey, period. Whether it is adding it to your current diet, whether it is doing a complete and total cleanse, whether it is just taking a little sip at a time, I want to encourage you to do that. And there are some pre-made smoothies out there that are very tasty, but they're not as healthy as if you were to make it yourself. And as you can see in 4 simple steps, boom, you've blended it, you've got it, it's fresh, it's yours, it's customized, and depending on what your health needs are, it has exactly what you need in it, which is all the more reason. And you can also get into, if you're not a sweet fanatic, you can get into savory smoothies, which is something I go over in my class. We call them, green soups or savory smoothie. And so if you kind of like more of a savory flavor, you can do that too. And it can still be very, very tasty and very, very filling. So, question number 1, here we go. What type of blender do you use? Well, as I said, I use a combination. I use house blenders that have the glass base. They're usually, if they've got a glass base, their motor's a little bit stronger too. I also use a NutriBullet, which is not that expensive, and I have a Vitamix. But you can use a regular blender. A magic bullet will even work, but you will burn a magic bullet motor out if you're doing it on a daily basis for a long period of time. They're not as powerful as the NutriBullet. The BlendTech is amazing. A lot of people totally love it, and they think it's the best thing since sliced bread. So you can start with a basic blender, which is most important. Next question, how many servings do your recipes make? Now, my recipes make about 4 to 5 cups, which is about 32 to 40 ounces. You want to drink at least 2 cups at a time. So 2 cups in the morning, 2 cups in the afternoon. 2 cups is about 16 ounces, so you have 32 ounces of smoothie in a day. That is ideal when you're trying to get to your optimum health level, okay? When you're trying to upgrade your health to where you want it to be, starting with about 32 ounces a day would be ideal. Do I have to follow the recipe exactly, or can I switch out the ingredients, switch out an ingredient or 2? You can switch out all the ingredients, which is what I showed you. You can change out your base, you can change out your fruits, you can change out your greens, you can change out all of your superfoods, right? You can do it all. And I've got an amazing superfood guide that you can download for free from my website, LaMeel.com, and it tells you all the benefits, and all of them can be added into your smoothie quite easily. Next, can I store my green smoothie in the fridge? Of course you can. Some people say that you have to drink it right away. To get the optimum nutrients from each blend, you want to drink it as soon as possible. But if you leave it in the fridge overnight for even up to 3 days, the taste and the satisfaction are still there. Okay, you can also actually add a small amount of lemon juice to preserve your smoothie if you need to keep it in the refrigerator for a few days. Sometimes circumstances just doesn't allow for you to make it fresh daily, so that will definitely help you. Next question. What are chia seeds and where can I get them? I talk about them a lot. I totally love them. I sprinkle them on food. I sprinkle them on yogurt. I put them in my juice sometimes, and I put them in my smoothies. You can actually, there's a difference between the black chia and the white chia. You can buy them at your health food store. Right now, they're really easy to get. I even believe there's a direct sales company that is designed strictly around this product, and they sell this product. Yeah, you can even order them online. So they are easy to get now. Let's see, what is the next question? Do you have a good recipe for weight loss? I do. If you want to burn fat and you want to include plant-based smoothie ingredients, that are going to jumpstart your digestion, burn excess fat, reduce and repel bad cholesterol, provide energy for your cardiovascular system. You want it to detox and hydrate your body. You want to promote healthy bowel movements and, increase your appetite so that you can eat better foods and kind of deter you from processed foods and sugars. So in our program, we do have some very special weight loss smoothie recipes that that I totally recommend and have used. Okay. What did that say? Does adding leafy greens make the smoothie taste bitter or weird? As long as you follow the 60-40 rule, when you start off, which is 60% fruits and 40% leafy greens, you should not be able to taste the green veggies in your smoothie. If you can, you simply add that banana, a whole banana, like I recommended when we were going over the recipe, the basic smoothie. Fruit naturally makes the taste, and bananas are perfect natural sweetener for any green smoothie, packed with like spinach or kale. But you can definitely decrease the taste of the greens with the fruit when you first start off. Once you become accustomed to the smoothie, excuse me, once you become accustomed to the smoothie, you're going to want less of a sweet smoothie and more of a savory green smoothie, because your body's going to be craving it. So how do I make my smoothie smooth without the leafy chunks? It depends. If you're using a Blendtec or a Vitamix, you're going to always get a perfect smoothie. Even if you're using a NutriBullet, you're going to get a pretty perfect smoothie. So my best tip, though, is that if you are using a regular blender, if you blend your greens and liquids first, okay, until they are very, very chopped up and macerated, okay, so either like your coconut water, your water, and your greens until it's a juice-like consistency, then you should be able to achieve that in about 30 seconds, 60 seconds, maybe, depending on the power of your blender. I've seen some people have to blend for about 1.5 minutes before them. But once your greens are all liquefied, then add your other ingredients and your smoothie should be a lot smoother, as well as that avocado will help to smooth it out a little bit as well. I've got a sweet tooth. Can I add a sweetener to my green smoothies? Absolutely. I recommend that you use soaked dates or agave, organic, raw agave, all of which you can get from a health food store. Dates, you can even get some organic dates at Walmart. So not tough to find. Now I'm going to type budget. How can I get inexpensive produce? Okay, so if you are new to eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, your grocery bill may be a little shocking. And with the extra fresh and frozen produce over time, you're going to eliminate some of your processed foods. So it will definitely balance out, and you will feel a slight increase at first. The best thing I can say is that if you shop at discount stores initially, even a Walmart and Aldi, I don't know of another one, but that's what's in my area, and you get your fruits frozen to start with, that will decrease it. A lot of times when I go in, I've actually found at my local grocery store that the organic arugula, baby spinach, mixed greens are actually cheaper than a bag that's just a little bit bigger of a non-organic. So you've got to kind of put on your investigative hat and go in there and take note. How much is this? How much is that? Especially if you're on a budget. I don't know if coupons necessarily work unless you have coupons where it's like, oh, you can, my store gives like $5 off your next purchase. You know, I buy a lot of produce, a lot of groceries, period. So sometimes I get $5 or $10 off my next purchase in whole. Doesn't matter what I buy. And so those are the best types of coupons. Sometimes if you talk to your produce manager, they may give you a really good deal on buying a case of fruit like bananas or whatever your major base is. If you buy it that way, you can get a good price. And if you split that with someone else, you definitely save a lot of money. And then what happens is to not let that go bad, you need to freeze it. So you bought it fresh, but you're going to need to freeze some of that to make sure that it lasts. Some other tips I wrote down for you guys is that if you make a shopping list, so if you're making a weekly meal plan that covers everything and then you make your list from there, which is how I have to shop most of the time, that helps because then you're not in there picking up random stuff just because you see it. If you buy seasonal fruits and vegetables, that will help because those are typically cheaper than those things that are not in season. If you purchase bulk, like I said, and freeze some of them for future smoothies, that helps to cut the bill down. If you buy out of season fruits from like Costco or Sam's Club, they sell large bags of organic frozen fruit at really great prices. And if your freezer can accommodate bags, I would do that. If you can go online and Craigslist Recycle for a good freezer for the garage or the deck or wherever, I would do that too. And you can also buy from local fruit stands. We have a few farmers that come into our neighborhood once a week. And so you're able to buy some of the most delicious. I mean, I don't even really do peaches, but oh my goodness, when they come from the fresh farmers that are, you know, right here in my area, they're amazing, amazing, amazing. And so that actually helps save a little bit of money. Especially if you talk to them and tell them what you're trying to do, they may even be willing to work with you. Okay, next question. I am allergic to bananas or pineapples or mangoes or whatever. What can I substitute them with? If you've got an allergy or aversion to some fruits, simply swap it out with a fruit that you love and adore. If you can't eat bananas, switch and use more mangoes or peaches or papayas or pears or apples or avocado, which makes it like nice and creamy, which I know I've said like 100 times now, but just do a swap out. It's no big deal.